Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, I missed you guys. We're going to go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana through each element. Nothing's wrong and nothing at all is wrong. I just got pulled in a different direction, entertaining some other things, but all is well and all is well for you, I'm sure. All right, Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What's the collective need to know and be made aware of? But I appreciate you all's concern. Everything's lovely. Everything's fascinating, actually. All right? Here we go. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate you. Subscription to the channel, the membership area. Yes. I heard intertwined just now. Something about the collective intertwining. What else is going on, Spirit? I heard captivated, but I was shown like a superhero cape. Captivated. What else we got, Spirit? Thank you. I heard mystifying. So we're going there, y'all. I heard blown away by your, and then beauty was like an insert, but it feels like you could insert beauty with other words, but blown away by your, okay. I heard captivating. Uh-oh, card slipped down on the floor, y'all. It's face down. I'm gonna take a peek. So it's the 10 of Wands. It's on the floor. I heard the devil is beneath your feet. Yeah, well, that's confirmation. Thank you. All right, y'all, let's see. Let's get the cards together. I'm being shown lettuce, and that's a reference of lettuce. Yeah. I heard let us pray. I know, it's a little corny. I know. All right, let me shuffle the cards, see what else we get, y'all. All right, I was shown like a diamond ring, but I was told it was an engagement ring. I heard the season is upon us. I guess we're entering into some sort of proposal energy of a season. But if it's coming up right now, collective, what you got going on, huh? Care to share? Congratulations in advance. I heard, I hope you say yes. Somebody's banking on you saying yes to this proposal. I don't know, it feels like a surprise. Like, I'm like, Spirit, does collective even know this person? And we're upon like engagement season. So that means like they're going to meet someone like and instantaneously like fall in love and get married or proposed to. Is that the energy? I don't know. Let's get the cards out here, y'all. All right. All right, we got the cards out. Let's see what's going on. I got a 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I heard friendly reminder just now. What is that, Spirit? What is friendly reminder by way of the 6 of Cups? I heard proposal energy again. So it's almost as if it's like you knew this was coming, like maybe not per se from a certain person or at a certain time, but you knew. I heard prospect. Like maybe you envisioned. I'm being shown somebody just kind of looking down at their bare hand and imagining like I can't even say it, a wedding ring or a wedding band on their finger. Like that's like the energy of you knew, but it's like you couldn't compute it. Like you didn't have all the components in place, like the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the fiance after they propose. So obviously there's a date to get married or soon to be. Like that wasn't in place, but it was like you always just knew. I'm hearing that you belong to someone. I heard renegade just now. So maybe you took on the lifestyle of just being like this single, I heard nomad, like you could just do whatever, go whatever. If you wanted to stay at home all day in your pajamas, you could. If you wanted to eat a pint of ice cream, like in one night, you could, I heard that's your preference. So maybe you just kind of isolated yourself as the energy. So you weren't really out there looking for prospects and there were no prospects coming your way. I heard sheltered. You just kept yourself like away from the madness, I heard, because you just considered something or the environment outside of your four walls to be like, I heard a nightmare, chaotic, like you just weren't ready. I heard transgressions. You just weren't ready to just go out there like that. I heard too much preparation. So that's like, yeah, that could be one of two things, like too much preparation. It's like preparing yourself to, face these demons outside because inside you're nice and protected and sheltered. Or too much preparation. I feel like it really is just like having to put on extra armor, like spiritual armor. Like, and it's like, for what? Like, I want to be able to go out and enjoy myself with all this heavy artillery on me, like protection wise, like, just feeling like it's not safe to go out and play yet. But that Six of Cups is telling me, I don't know. It seems like, the message is kind of like, you've missed out on some things here. The Six of Cups is in the upright. So it's like, is it deemed safe to go outside now? Is my question. Spirit, tell me more about the Six of Cups. I'm hearing the word random. All right, so I'm hearing adjustment. And perhaps that just pertains to having to become equipped in regards to adjusting because you've been in isolation for so long. So it's not like the world that you'd known before the ascensions, before the shift in dimensions and all of that good stuff while you were tucked away. It's like a bear away in hibernation. You were good, right? You were getting your rest, your healing. I heard fortitude just now. All of that was taking place, but it's a different world outside. But now it's like you have to become adjusted to this. But with the Six of Cups, that's kind of feeling like, somebody just is wanting to go back to the way things were. And I don't necessarily feel that if you want to go outside and meet this potential proposal of an engagement of a partner, of a union, it's going to take a little bit of work on your part to adjust to this new world. All right. This sounds like a love message, y'all. Obviously, right? That's the bottom of the deck energy, y'all. So whoever this is, let's go ahead and see what the message is for you. I'm looking down at the table and I see a Temperance card reverse here. So this is out of balance. Something's out of balance, situation, person, place, or thing. But I figure, if you are feeling like, okay, I'm kind of ready to snuggle, cuddle up with somebody, I'm here eating my pint of ice cream, but I had to put the pint of ice cream away because, XYZ. The ice cream was keeping me the ice cream was your friend is what I'm trying to say. But it can't be that way. Ice cream cannot be your friend in that reference. It would be nice to have, a sharing of a component of a human being person beside you, right? To walk through this journey with you. I'm hearing you're obligated and it's required. So it's like you need that. You need that counterpart. But I'm hearing again, well adjusted. So you become, okay, conformity. Yeah, so that's the hibernation energy and then afraid to come out and play. All right. So whatever this pile is right here is feeling like this. I heard adjustment phase just now. I'm hearing words like roaming, looming. But also this could have to do with the word potential as to, why are you so afraid to go outside and play? I feel like that's right here. We've got some cards over here that fell out on my clarifying decks, specifically the Chakra Oracle, and the Lenormand deck. Is that Lenormand? No, that's not Lenormand. What What is this one? What is this? Yeah, this is it? Yeah, this is Lenormand. I was right. Then what is this one? Okay, this is Kipper. So Lenormand. I feel like I'm procrastinating, y'all, but that could be what the energy is. Just not ready to go outside. Like, what else can I find to do inside? But not even, because it's like, you need to go outside. You need a partner. You're supposed to be with someone. And that pint of ice cream ain't it. That dog laid up beside you is not it. The TV is not it. The couch, the comfy couch in the same spot every night is not it. Well adjusted, I keep hearing. All right, let's dive in. Let's see what this is. We got the 9. I know I'm talking to somebody. I know. Got the 9 of Swords reverse. The 9 of Swords reverse feels like somebody feeling like they've been ignored. If I was shown somebody like not even bothering to call their best friend or a good girlfriend, a good Judy, or whoever, like it's no bother because you just feel like it's just they're not interested, and even you're not interested in having the conversation over the phone about whatever there is to talk about. So this is giving me like a disinterest, if that's a word. Disinterest? I don't think that's a word. Like uninterested, but like a disassociation, like being pulled away. But the 9 of Swords reverse is given like it's bothering you. It low key is bothering you. That, there's not someone on the other end that you could just excitingly pick up the phone and y'all could talk for hours, or just to be excited just to communicate with someone again, like every day, like every hour, like, you know how those fresh relationships are? It's like you can't wait to hear that person's voice again. And then finally, when you get to see them, it's like you don't want to leave them. Yeah, that energy. So there's something about the disassociation and the disconnectedness. I know that's not a word. That can't be a word. There's something about that because it's like, it's almost as if you just kind of just chucked everything away, like threw all potential ideas of being in union with someone great and meant for you and grand and regal and royal. You just kind of tossed that on away and put your pajamas on and curled up on the same part of the couch with a pint of ice cream and the dog. Watching the TV and the TV's watching you, like that's the compatibility. But that's not how it's supposed to be for you. You're a divine being. So I'm just hearing the word counterpart. I don't know what this reference is, and I hope this doesn't offend anyone because it's not meant to offend, but I just don't know why I heard it. But I heard no and then Jews. I don't know if that's a culture thing. That's for somebody because my left hand is itching. I don't know what that means. Somebody would have to let me know why that would come up at this time. Like, is that a Jewish principle or a Jewish belief entangled in there? I heard entitled. So it's something in there in reference to that. But if we are coming from, Jewish bloodlines, I would think, I don't know, I'm being told to say most can say that. So I'm assuming there's a percentage that cannot say that. I'm being led to say that me as the reader, I'm being led to say that I can say that. I did a little digging in my chart, not my like astrology chart, but actually like my family search sort of reference of a chart linking to like long lost relatives. So yeah, you might want to do that too. I'm hearing the word independence right now. I heard we are the original Jews. I just heard that. So if that stems from divinity, then we're meant to be together sort of thing coming off of that with the no Jews. And I was asking, is that something traditional? I mean, what's going on here? Because we're talking about counterparts, proposals, unions. We're covering all of that right now. So if that's like a heritage of a tradition of a, I heard fortified just now. What does fortified mean? I feel like that's the second time that's come up just now. Somebody please let me know. I heard Jewish principle. Hold on, y'all. Fortified.
Here's the definition of fortified: of a place provided with defensive works as protection against attack.
Ooh. So you need a counterpart for defense? But I was hearing a reference of independent. You being alone, isolated, is possibly not supposed to be this way when it comes to your divinity. And I'm hearing the tradition you hold. So whatever's in your bloodline, DNA, Jewish is coming up. And it's like, well, just because the color of my skin is one way doesn't mean I'm not directly linked to that many, many, many lines down the way. So it's if you thinking it's that, it's not that. Like, you're absolutely wrong. But these are the people who would look at like a Whoopi Goldberg or a Sammy Davis Jr. and be like, why are they Jewish? Like, that's who I'm talking to. Like, no, it's the bloodline energy. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to convert to Judaism. No, it's in the blood. It's running through the veins. I don't know about Whoopi and Sammy, but some of us can see that in the lineage. I know I had some ancestors come over from, I believe it was Denmark, no, or the Netherlands, to Oregon on one side, and on the other side, New York. Yeah, I found that out a couple months ago. I was surprised. And another thing, if you care to know, I'm directly linked to one of the first mayors of New York City. And they, either their father or their son, whoever the mayor was like one of the top merchants. So this has to do with direct lineage of a connection of an energy here, y'all. Meaning, if this, because we are the sons of Abraham, right? There are many of us. So if we're talking about divine beings, then you need your divine counterpart here on this journey with you, your spiritual journey. You all, it's almost as if y'all have to represent together as one. So if that's some sort of Jewish principle, please clarify, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know about that. Because no, I'm not Jewish by way of on paper, but bloodline energy, it is represented there by way of ancestry rather. Alrighty, I love everyone. I do. And I can love from a distance as well. I'm hearing the word recreate. But I'm hearing adjustment again. So, you know, that being curled up on the side of the couch with the pint of ice cream and all that business, hibernating, isolation. This is where the recreation comes in at, because like I said, it feels like that energy you kind of just tossed, chucked, put on the shelf. Not even put on a shelf, it's like did away with it altogether. I heard purge. But the energy is feeling like you can't have that understanding of this is how it is or how it's going to be or supposed to be. It's not. That's what I'm hearing, y'all. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to tell you. Okay. All right, let's go. I got all of that from the 9 of Swords reverse. Okay, underneath that, I have a 3 of Swords reverse, but I'm hearing this is your counterpart. A 3 of Swords reverse and a Four of Pentacles reverse. It's like they lost you and they're very, very upset about it. And on top of that is the Nine of Swords reverse. Like they're very, very upset about this, but they were going about this union the wrong way. They wanted control of the union, the situation. It's like, you know what it's giving? It's giving like those fighting fish. You don't know that they're fighting fish. They look alike. It's like, oh, they're two fish. Let me just buy two fish, and so they'll have each other and they'll be happy in the fish tank. And you leave for work in the morning and you come home in the evening and one of the fish is gone. This is the energy. You were basically paired with someone of a vessel. Not the spirit, but of the vessel. But that I'm hearing that counterpart got intertwined with a spirit. Basically, I'm hearing unkind and unlikely. So it's like who you deemed was your counterpart, your divine counterpart, was taken over. But that's all we really cover here. I heard excommunicated, that, they are excommunicated partners, but we're talking about divine energy here. It's like you can't do that. That can't be like, oh, I'm done with divinity in partners and unions. I'm done with that. I'm just going to be isolated and, independent in my divine self. Can't do that. We have to ask our Jewish brothers and sisters about that. That's like against some sort of practice or universal law energy. But what they did was also against the law. They couldn't control you, but now they're really upset about it. But it's like, well, I don't know what we can do to fix that, because I've already thrown away love. I've thrown away the possibility of a union, especially with this person of a vessel. But it's like you discarded the whole interaction of a divine counterpart. And we're hearing that you can't do that. Whew. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn these cards over. They're face down. Let's see what's going on here. Strength card reverse, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. I'm hearing stress right now with these cards. Why stress, Spirit? Who's stressed and why are they stressed? I heard mysticism, mystifying, and then mysticism again. So they're trying to make heads or tails with this 7 of Cups of what this is. I'm hearing the word independence again. Strength card reverse is telling me that somebody's good on their own. But the person in the 7 of Cups is trying to understand how, why, because their whole idea was to be the 4 of Pentacles, to be in control, but they lost control. I heard weakling just now. But they were looking at you as some sort of weakling. But it's like, well, why would you be sizing me up? We're supposed to be counterparts. Does that mean you're going to try to overthrow me? You're going to try to eat me like the fighting fish? Is that what the idea was here? But this 10 of Pentacles in the middle of this energy has a lot to do with that lineage. I heard blockage just now. So they were basically blocked from this heritage of an energy of a 10 of Pentacles, which we've seen that play out in the readings and in your real life collective, I'm sure. But that's what they're having a hard time understanding here with that 3 of Swords, that 9 of Swords reverse energy. How did they get blocked? So, Spirit, are we talking about the spirit of a divine union, or because divine contract just came up? So I need to, there's a lot of different segments here we can go down with this energy of how to transcribe, digest this. Tell me about the spiritual contract, Spirit, in regards to this spiritual union, or the lack of, or just the disappointment of, and then I'm gonna do away with the whole thing. What is this? I heard fresh new beginnings, so that would make sense. But it's like coming out of this frame of reference here with the Six of Cups, wishing it could be like it was. But, you know, what exactly is that? We're on a new level now. We've ascended new dimensions. So we can't really place blame on the prior, the ex, the prior quote unquote counterpart. So basically you can't give up your divinity or your willingness to become one with a counterpart, because that's the whole thing, is coming into union, being one, twin flame energy. You can't give up on that. I heard the word hero, but I was shown a superhero cape in the channeling, but it was like their back. They weren't coming toward me. I saw the cape, so I was seeing the back of this person. So it's like they were moving away. So somebody considers you, okay, so that's the mysticism, mystical. So that's why they're in the Seven of Cups, y'all. They thought that you were some sort of weakling. That's what I heard with that strength card reverse. They thought you were a weakling. They were here to overpower, overthrow, take over that with that fighting fish energy. Only one is going to be here when you get back. And you're going to be wondering what happened to the other fish for the remaining of your days until you find out, oh shoot, I put two fighting fish together in the same tank. Well, how did that even come about, Spirit? So, because I'm asking in the background, so if we did meet like our counterpart, but turned out to be what we called a false twin, but it's like, did we really have the right to call them that? Because it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like they got intertwined. I heard the word intertwined in the beginning. They got intertwined. I'm hearing too bad. But it's like, who's saying too bad? Is it us saying too bad? Should we be saying too bad? So sad, you know? I'm hearing at the end of the day, they're just a person, as in a vessel. It's the spirit we have to be caring for and looking after on this journey. The vessel is giving me like, you could just kind of, what do you call that? Discard it. I'm getting this, discard. The vessel you can discard, but that spirit of a union, your counterpart, that merging of coming back to one, that's the engagement energy I was seeing, the proposal, the wedding ring, that was that. It's like you have to rescue the spirit, forget the vessel. Wow, y'all, this is deep. I didn't know it was going to get this deep. It's kind of deep, y'all. But we've hinted around at this energy before, because it's like, you know, you identify that you have a counterpart, right? They're definitely supposed to be with you and you with them. But they couldn't act right. There's no way that I'm hearing disharmony. There's no way that you would have been able to live in a high vibration with this person. But what it was is that their vessel was intertwined. So meaning it was inhabited by something, I'm hearing, less likely. So something not of divinity. So you just toss the whole thing away. But instead of trying to rescue, save the counterpart of a spirit, it's like chucking the whole thing away. That's what I was talking about with the isolation, the hibernation, you know, consulting with a pint of ice cream. You know, it was giving like, oh, well, this is my new counterpart energy. And we were told it can't be that way. If we are of Jewish heritage, bloodline energy, ancestral energy, we can't do, you need a counterpart. You need to be with your counterpart. I'm not saying go back to your toxic ex who you believed was your counterpart. No. I feel like we need to know, well, what do? Like we're definitely not doing that. So if we need to rescue the energy of the spirit of the counterpart, how do we do that without disturbing that beast of a person that gave us hell? That's the question. How do we do that? Because I'm all for rescuing my counterpart. I heard they need to be freed. Obviously that would be the case if the vessel was inhabited by way of we heard what was that, intertwined. So that's like an entanglement sort of energy, like they're dancing with the devil, literally. They're in bed with the devil, literally, waking up, going to sleep with the devil. I heard casting out. So this sounds like an exorcism sort of thing that needs to take place. I mean, it's like, well, damn, okay, who's going to do all this? Who's going to handle this? Collective, is it you? Are you ready to do an exorcism on your, what we called a false twin or fake counterpart? Are you ready to do an exorcism on this vessel of a person? But I'm hearing, okay, here's the energy. I'm hearing that if you've been in separation, you haven't been around this person or anything like that. Because my question is, what if the spirit has moved on to another vessel? I'm hearing that there's still attachments to the spirit. So even if they wound up in a counterpart that you're all googly-eyed over, it was giving like a fresh new romance, but we know how those play out. We know the history, and maybe that's why you like chucked everything away when it has to do with divinity and counterparts, like whatever. Because it's like envision like a tick on a body. Like there's a special way you have to remove a tick, even at that. Like you can't just pull the tick off because the head remains inside of the body. Like there's a technique to remove it. You have to put a match to the tick so they'll remove their own head and go on about their way. This person might have some sort of virus or something going on due to the tick. I'm hearing inflation. But the reference is that if this is a spiritual tick, it's on the actual spirit. So there's some sort of exorcism energy that needs to take place on this spirit. But again, who's supposed to do that? Who? Okay. We got it, spirit. Thank you. We got it. But that would make sense as to somebody who routinely goes through this pattern, and it's, it may not have anything to do with karma. It may not have anything to do with, you not being healed. It could just be that your counterpart is trying to come into union with you by way of various vessels, but it has some sort of tick on it that's like a dark energy, and that tick needs to be removed. But how? Who's gonna do that? We got that, spirit. Woo, my goodness. All right, y'all. I don't know why I feel like I be preaching back here. Oh, my goodness. Whew. It's amazing, y'all. It's amazing how this stuff, the revelation of things. All right, y'all, let's talk about this 10 of Cups. Got a 10 of Cups attached to everything that we just went over. Got the 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness. But, I'm hearing it's a link by way of the position of it. Because it's not really reversed and it's not really upright, but it's definitely linked. But it's given like plateau energy. There's nothing above that. I'm hearing when it all comes down or when it all falls down. We got a 10 of Cups, ultimate achieving of happily ever after, but it's on the side. Connected to that, to the left, are the following cards. We got a 10 of Wands reverse. We got a Will card reverse, Emperor reverse, and then the Sun card in the upright. I heard divinity. So that's what we've been talking about this whole time. Look at this, y'all. Why is the Emperor sitting here in the reverse, going through karmic energy, going backwards? Emperor reverse, first of all, right? Not being an Emperor upright is where they should be, but they're going through a Wheel of Fortune of energies reversed, and it's carrying them to a 10 of Wands. They thought they were on some sort of completion of a path here, but when the Sun came up and hit the scene, oh no, you're not. Emperor reverse, you had things very misconstrued here. Excuse me. I'm gonna get some clarifiers, but let's see what these cards are touching my clarifying decks. We got the Moon card. There he is, Devil card reverse. The Moon and the Devil together, y'all. Come on. Come on. I'm hearing toxic cycles, but that's that tick on your counterpart of a spirit jumping from vessel to vessel, trying to get to you, but every time I'm hearing you escape them, you elude them every time. That's because you don't want to be part of whatever diseases they got going on because they've been bit by this tick, this demonic tick. You don't want that on you. And it's been discovered that that's what's going on with the Sun card in the upright. Because over here, we have the Moon, the revelation of, oh, there's something else going on here. But we already know. It's a spiritual tick. Devil card reverse of an attachment. We got a Page of Wands, a Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles reverse, and an Empress. Here's the Empress over here, y'all. There's the Emperor. We got counterparts out here. I'm hearing, so what's going on behind the Empress's back? That was a question. Because I feel like that's I'm hearing of huge and high concern. This Emperor doesn't want you to know what's behind this Moon card by way of this Devil energy reverse. You got 2 pages here. Because you're not willing to accept anything from the devil. Whether it's them doing something for you, giving something to you, or buying something for you, or presenting something to you as a gift, a present, or them doing something by way of the wands. It's like you're like, no thanks. 3 of Pentacles reverse. No thanks. I got it, says the Empress. So I'm hearing disillusionment, but I'm hearing that's what sparked this whole illusion to begin with, that this Sun card had to be apparent. It had to come out. Now, the Moon is in the upright, so that means there are still secrets here. So you don't know everything when it pertains to this energy of the Emperor reverse. However, the Sun card at least gets you on your merry way. I'm hearing, so you are no longer trapped, but we found that out with the 4 of Pentacles reverse. They lost control of this union. They thought you were some, I heard ding dong, ding bat, but I was going to weakling because that's what we heard. They thought you were that. But then we were given the superhero, the mysticism energy. They found out otherwise, completely something that they never considered. The fighting fish reference? Who's the survivor? It ain't them. It's you, Empress. You're the survivor. They had to find out the hard way. They were put in a tank with an opponent. You didn't know that y'all were opponents, but that's what they had planned on. But you didn't know that. That's only because they had this demonic tick on them. Yikes. All right. We got it. We got it. I don't think we need clarifiers per se. Yeah, you know what? I feel like we got what we need, y'all. We got what we need. Hope this helps.